From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Maury and Maria, please grab your pencils.
But do I need paper?
No. Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on.
What else would you do? They're scrambling.
Let me know.
I don't think I even...
Oh my God, are you guys serious? Maria, you have your book right there.
I know, but I lost my...
What do you need? You need a pen, a marker?
Where did my pen...
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Now I'm pissed off. That was a good pen. Where'd it go?
Yeah.
Girl.
You know what? These two, Maury and Maria right now, are the two. I'm going to get you both shirts that simply read, is this going to be on the test?
I found it.
Okay.
Here's your pen back.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. There are 2 ducks in front of 2 ducks, 2 ducks behind 2 ducks, and 2 ducks in between. What is the minimum number of ducks?
First of all, preface math question. That's a little excessive to just throw it at me.
Mouth question?
Math question.
Oh.
It
Jeez.
sounded like you. I thought you said mouth question as well. Okay.
No.
Can you just say it again?
And slower?
What do you mean? What was it? What else was it going to be?
I don't know. Like maybe it's trivia. Like
There are 2 ducks in front of 2 ducks, 2 ducks behind 2 ducks, and 2 ducks in between. What is the minimum number of ducks?
So 2 ducks in front of something?
Sorry, repeat slower.
What do you say? What do you think it is?
2 ducks in front of 2 ducks that are behind 2 ducks that are in between a duck.
Maria, what do you think it is?
2 ducks in front of 2 ducks, 2 ducks in between 2 ducks, and 2 ducks behind 2 ducks?
Okay. There are 2 ducks in front of 2 ducks.
Yeah, Shem in the other room.
Okay.
Shem just shaking his head back and forth.
2 ducks.
There are 2 ducks in front
You
of
know the answer, right? Cheesecake?
I do. There are 2 ducks in front of 2 ducks, 2 ducks behind 2 ducks, and 2 ducks in between. What is the minimum number of ducks?
Oh, I think I added an extra pair of ducks.
No, you cannot loud.
No, I think when I was writing it down, I added more ducks.
Okay.
6 ducks?
Pause. Is that your answer? We're going to wait for Maury to buzz in.
Well, I'm on the fence.
Okay.
2 ducks.
2 ducks in front of 2 ducks, 2 ducks behind. I have a hard time drawing a duck.
Okay. I don't know why you're drawing ducks over there.
Hey, nobody asked you to draw ducks.
2 ducks in front of
What is your answer, Maury? What is your answer?
2 ducks in the middle. I'm going to go with 6.
We need an answer.
6.
Maria, your answer is 6. Both of you are incorrect.
Can you repeat, but please go slow this time.
Yes, no problem.
That's what she said.
There are 2 ducks in front of 2 ducks. There are 2 ducks behind 2 ducks and 2 ducks in between. What is the minimum number of ducks?
0.
8.
Oh. One of you answered. Who answered 8? Who answered 8? Maria. No, you're both wrong.
Oh.
You said the minimum number of ducks could be any duck.
Okay. Wow.
But look, I had a diagram of the 2 ducks.
Yo, you drew ducks too?
I put circles for ducks.
Okay.
Nobody has anyone to draw ducks.
One more time.
Oh, no,
okay.
please.
Okay. Draw this as I'm saying it, okay?
Okay.
Both of you, Maria and Maury, draw this as I'm saying this.
Yes.
There are 2 ducks in front of 2 ducks, 2 ducks behind 2 ducks, and 2 ducks in between. What is the minimum number of ducks?
4.
Maria.
2 ducks in front of 2 ducks, 2 ducks behind. 5.
One of you is right.
Is it me?
There are 2 ducks
If
in front
I'm
of 2
wrong,
ducks.
that's going to be really bad.
There are 2 ducks in front of 2 ducks, 2 ducks behind 2 ducks, and 2 ducks in between.
5 ducks.
What is the minimum number of ducks?
Roz, the answer is?
One of you is right. Who wants to change their answer?
I do.
No, I'm going to stick with
Maury,
my
you're
5
changing your answer?
duck
I
diagram.
said 4. I'm staying with 4.
One of you has to change your answer. One is right
No,
and one
I'm
is wrong.
sticking with my 5 ducks. I'm confident here because there's 2 in between.
Wow.
The correct answer is?
4.
Don't finish that word, Maria.
But how? ducks.
Quickly, Roz, explain. Quickly explain.
Maria, they're all in a row. They're all in a line.
But I drew the ducks.
You got 2 ducks in front of 2 ducks.
drew them wrong.
2 ducks behind 2 ducks and 2 ducks in between. They're all
Oh,
Right?
because they got it.
okay. You got.
Does anyone
you got,
want to see my drawing
okay.
of a duck?
Do you
got-
really got it, Maria?
No, I do because now I'm looking at my circle ducks and the 2 are in between.
Yeah.
What the duck?
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, Kirsten, what's up? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey.
Kirsten has been a long-time Flaming Romo, long-time listener of the Roz and Mocha Show, pretty much for the duration of the show, over 15 years now. We've had Kirsten on the show multiple times. We know that Kirsten is fun. We know Kirsten is funny. We know Kirsten is a tattoo artist as well. And you're just covered in tats too, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
but we're
running out
not
of room.
here to talk about any of that stuff. You got a new...
The last time you were on, you were talking about how you tattooed your own face on your leg, right?
Oh, yeah.
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 All right, so what happened now? What's going on in your world? You're no longer single, huh?
Oh, yeah. No. Haven't been for a couple months now, but basically, I had surgery like a month and a bit ago, and we've kind of been listening to the podcast like nonstop, like through the recovery.
Uh-huh.
And now he has become a fan of you guys.
So how long have you been dating?
5 months.
Did he know about the Roz and Mocha Show before? Like
No,
before you
not
guys started
really.
dating? Oh, really? So what,
No.
he got hooked or you like forced him to listen and then he got hooked?
I think it's like kind of a mix. I didn't really have to force, but like I was showing him about deep vagines yesterday.
Oh my God,
Wow.
yo, that's a classic episode. no, Maria's eyes are like, what the hell are those?
So, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is my lawyer brought this up to me not that long ago,
No.
like a month ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I had him do all sorts of legwork to find out.
Is it still your
So stupid. I even paid money for this.
No, you didn't. You paid a retainer?
He's my lawyer, right? So I don't have to pay a retainer, but I had him go and just do like trademark research and all that stuff.
Maria, do you know what these are?
So I was a very huge fan of deep V-neck T-shirts, right? And then I had the idea that the perfect pairing for a deep V-neck T-shirt would be deep V jeans. So at the front, just like
I remember this
right?
now.
Because you were probably horrified because you were a child when we
but
talked
I
about
do
that.
remember this now.
So the deep V jeans became deep vajanes, right? And that was going to be my $1 million ticket out of the middle class. But it never came to fruition. But I actually did a lot of work on it. Like I remember, like I had multiple conversations with my lawyer about how to get deep V jeans off the ground.
Okay. So how's everything going with your boyfriend, Kirsten?
I mean, it's pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
I have to say, I haven't been having the easiest recovery from surgery. And
What did you have?
It's elective surgery. I got a boob job.
Oh,
You did?
bigger or smaller?
Maria.
Bigger. That's Maria clapping, by the way.
Yeah,
That's me.
Just to
Yes.
be clear,
Yes.
that's not
Yes.
the guys on the show
Yes.
clapping for you, Kirsten.
No.
That is Maria
No, it's all
clapping
good.
for
It's
you.
all good.
Yeah.
It's all
Okay.
good. I'm just rejecting stitches, so it's been a process.
So what happened? Like the stitches just like open up?
Yeah, like I guess like my body can't like heal the dissolvable stitches. So what
Yeah.
happens is then it just pushes them out. So it's the
Right.
most common complication to have, and like my surgeon's been great.
Yeah.
But it's just not been the easiest, and he's been taking care of me for the last like month and a half and being very selfless. So
Aw.
I don't know what the hell I'd do without him.
Are the stitches like underneath or are they on the nip? Where are they?
Both.
Both. Both.
Other than what happened, are you happy with the results?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How could you not be?
Still worth it.
Maria, your
worth it.
father listens to this show, by the way.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
He knows.
Okay.
It's worth it. Just do it.
All right. So you and Brian listen to the show together. What does he like about the show? Actually, hold on. I got his number. Can I call him?
Yeah, go for
Oh,
it.
damn.
Even if you said no, I was going to call him anyway.
He's beside me anyways.
Oh.
Oh, well, what am I calling? Just put him on the phone.
You want to just talk? Okay, here. One sec.
Oh, way easier.
Hello?
Yo, Brian, what's up? It's Roz and Mocha.
Oh, how's it going, man?
Good. It's your girlfriend's boyfriends. So you're now hooked to the Roz and Mocha show. What do you think so far?
It's pretty good. Honestly, favorite part is probably just listening to what Maury has to say.
Oh, okay then. Do you have any questions for Maury?
I don't know if he could answer them.
Hey, Moore, why don't you help Matt with a question?
Okay. Ask me how many days I've been wearing these undies.
How many days have you been wearing those undies?
4 days.
Oh, that's so gross.
That's the one question
That's
he came
so
up
gross.
I don't know why
That's
you want
so
to
gross.
that, man.
Bro, you went to the Taylor Swift concert and everything.
and nobody was going to bring that up today either.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I'm not sure why you wanted me to know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Brian, thank you. Welcome to the Roz Mocha Show family. You got a wonderful girl beside you, Kristen. We love to death, and she's just been such a great supporter of ours, and we are such a big supporter of hers. You guys have an amazing day. Brian, before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Roz.
Wow.
Put Kristen back on the phone.
I thought you were going to ask him between her new boobs, which is his favorite.
Yo, Kristen.
Only the one that's not having complications.
Yo, Kristen, put Brian back on the phone.
What's going on?
One more question. Between Kristen's two new boobs, which one's your favorite?
Yeah. What did you call the one?
What do you mean?
Okay. Yeah, the one that's not currently
leaking.
Leaking.
All right, Brian, put Kristen back on the phone. Yo, Shem, you good?
Okay.
All right, Kristen, love you, girl. Thank you so much for sharing the Roz and Mocha Show with your new man.
Yeah, no worries.
All the best with the recovery. You know we love you, right?
Yeah, thank you. Love you guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Attention, white people.
Oh, yes. Hello. Present.
Attention, white people.
Present.
Boy, oh boy. We got something for you. Exclusive.
Thank you. I'm ready. Finally.
We're talking to you, about you, and the things that you say.
Thank you.
Exclusive to white people. That other cultures, other nationalities have noticed.
Yeah, thank you. You don't know what it's like to finally see yourself in a story.
White people sayings. There's this thing that was going around, and then Shem was like, hey, this is great. I'm going to start asking my white friends if this stuff is true. And he sent this list to his white friends and had them send back voice notes on other things that may have been missing from this list.
Right.
And also asked a couple of random white folks on the street.
I was not asked to participate in
Neither
this.
was
Interesting.
I believe I am of the white.
Interesting.
So, for example,
I was more hooked up on the friend thing, Maury. It's clear that we're white.
So, for example, a couple of things, right? White people sayings. Like when you'll say, newsflash, buddy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Ah, fiddlesticks.
Nobody says that.
No one says that.
Jesus.
Nobody says fiddlesticks?
No.
My
Listen
grandmother
here.
actually does.
Listen here, pal. How about that one?
I mean, that happens.
Right?
Yeah. Dads say that to their sons.
Oh, what about, I hear this a lot. H-E double hockey sticks.
What?
Yeah, people used to say that.
So you don't say it. So you don't say hell.
My brother used to say that one.
Hold your horses. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Bro, my mom, I've held millions of horses on account of my mom. Millions of horses I've been asked to hold.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, our boss says that.
He does. He really does. Alex, yeah. He
Does
goes,
he?
yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I've never heard that.
Like, yeah, you're right, Alex. So then, like I said, Shem hit the streets, but also asked his white friends to send voice notes.
The first one, I believe, is a phrase that people use when they're trying not to swear. You surprise them with a story, and in response, they say, "Shut the front door."
Every white person will say this at least 3 times a week at work when asked, "How's it going?" or "How are you doing?" We always say, "Living the dream," which is code for this is absolutely not what we want to be doing and we hate it here.
You got to get going somewhere, so, let's skedaddle. That's a big one. Hey, we got to skedaddle now. Get your jackets on. Let's go.
Okay, so I actually said this yesterday, and I can't believe the words actually came out of my mouth. But I said, "Let me just squeeze past ya." That's like when "excuse me" is not enough. But it's literally the dorkiest thing you could ever say.
Next, we've got one that I think might be relevant to newfies, but I always heard it growing up. If you were being sassy or you were talking back or you were doing something wrong that you knew you shouldn't be doing, you'd get you're cruising for a bruising.
Why I oughta, meaning you're frustrated or you're angry about something.
Make a mistake, easy peasy, whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, that one's pretty often. I usually say that to my daughter.
Probably one of like the whitest things you could ever say, especially while angry, is Jesus H. Christ, because we all know how angry somebody is when they use your middle name.
Super simple but very white is alrighty. Sometimes I catch myself saying it and think, please don't ever say that again. Alrighty. This one is weird, but if you're really hungry, you're starving, you say, I could eat a horse.
And maybe, right after that, for Pete's sake. That's a classic.
Let's rock and roll, meaning let's get going, time to move.
A lot of people will say, this isn't my first rodeo, or you think this is my first rodeo?
Yo, Roz says that.
No, I doing something that you haven't done just for the first time and someone's questioning your abilities.
We like to remind people that we weren't born yesterday. So we will say a lot of, I wasn't born yesterday, or do you think I fell off the turnip truck yesterday? To say to people, like, do you think we're stupid? So a classic one is, she's out there pleasing every Tom, Dick, and Harry, which is code for, she's a
No Sherlock? Might have to censor that one. That one's a classic. Classic, you don't know what you're talking about, bud. And another, you're barking up the wrong tree. You don't know what you're talking. You're getting your nose where it doesn't belong.
Okay, first of all, Tom, Dick, and Harry is not reserved for that. Tom, Dick, and Harry is a reference to like just random people.
Yeah,
It's not.
I will agree with you on that because my Guyanese mother would say that and still says that to this day.
Hey, did anybody else who had a white mom? Sorry, Maury. Ever get asked to mind your P's and Q's?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I believe she would have said that.
No.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play this clip from Hugh Grant. I had this thing sent to me like 24 times in a 24-hour span.
Okay.
So Hugh Grant was great because Hugh Grant made his living and built his brand on being the sort of floppy-haired, bumbling love interest rom-com.
Yeah,
but like the older Hugh Grant gets, the saltier he gets. Like the real Hugh Grant is finally coming out.
Okay.
And now Hugh Grant is just at his stage where he just complains about everything.
Oh, like you.
Thank you. This is why, Maury, I'm telling you, everybody has sent me. Where they were like, if you get rid of the accent and add a beard, this is you.
One enormous pet peeve, that's all I do. I walk around the streets peeving. I don't like people walking slowly. I don't like people with backpacks. I don't like people with backpacks on their front. I don't like people with backpacks and water bottles. I don't like water bottles. What's the whole water bottle thing? Why do my children have to go to school with a water? They have to cart water across London. What's wrong with a drinking fountain? I mean, don't get me started. Or I don't like leaf blowers, roadworks with no people working.
Yo, hold on a second.
Wow.
He just complains about everything. He jumped around. He went from water bottles to
his kids,
to construction workers,
to backpacks. That's you, bro.
So good.
But he doesn't like backpacks worn normally or on the front.
No.
So what are you supposed to do? Not have a backpack?
First of all, no psycho should ever wear a backpack on the front.
Yeah, no, you're just weird if you're doing that.
Thank you.
Kids do that.
Yeah, it's not. It's
but
not.
As an adult,
that's
absolutely
not cool.
not. Yeah.
No, that's not cool. But thank you so much, everybody, for sending that to me.
Would you want to rant about something?
No, I'm good.
Floor's yours.
No, like what could I? There's something that pissed me off yesterday.
There we go.
There we go.
Roz and Mocha's Venting Moments.
Get it off your chest. No, I will say this though. When I am in the grocery store, right? And if you are buying fruit, okay, I understand touching a few. Don't stand there and touch them all. I think that you should be allowed an allowance of, if you're at the avocados or the apples or the oranges, I think 3 max, then pick one, jackass. Right?
Why are you waiting for?
When I see people who are moving avocados, right? Moving all the avocados from one side to the other side to get to the avocados on the bottom, right? That's too, don't touch everything.
But you don't eat the crust.
I don't care. You get 3, and then you got to pick.
But my question is, are you also waiting to go to where that person is? Or you're just observing, and you don't plan on getting avocados, or you don't plan on getting oranges?
Little A, little B. So if I am waiting, it drives me nuts. But I'll sit there and watch someone with the oranges, where they put them all in their arm and to find the one, and then they put all of those back.
Yeah.
Right? No.
You got to look for the perfect one.
3 and pick.
But what if the 3 that you pick aren't, if, for example, if it's avocados, okay?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that they're ripe. So what if the 3 that you pick are not ripe?
Then maybe go back tomorrow. Start again tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I'm not going back to oranges.
Start again tomorrow. You can't sit there and disrupt everything with avocados.
What
you
if
can't?
This applies to, let's say I'm going to buy 3 oranges.
Yes.
Because I think I'm the person that you hate at the grocery store.
Probably. I love you here, though.
Sure.
Okay.
But at the grocery store,
I would hate you.
Enemies.
Yes.
But I will go and let's say after 3, I want to buy 3 oranges, right?
Okay.
Orange number 1, I rifle through and I get through 3 until I find the perfect one. But then I get 2 more. So I'm rifling through the rest. Or after I rifle through the first 3 and I get number 1, do I then just select whatever for number 2 and 3 and move on with my life?
Yeah. That's exactly what you do.
But also, why are you looking at oranges so in depth for oranges?
I brought home for my kid a pomegranate and a kiwi the other day,
and stuff.
right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm unloading the groceries, and I'm like, Root, look it, I got you a pomegranate, I got you a kiwi, your 2 favorite things. And she picked them both up, and she's like, why are they shaped? She's like, these are the weirdest shaped avocado and kiwi we've ever found. And I'm like, I'm not standing there all day looking for a perfectly round pomegranate.
Yeah, see, I even look at the bananas for long.
No.
You don't or you do?
No, I do. I want to make sure that they're
yes.
like the right color, you know?
There's no bruises on them
Yeah.
already?
Like when there's the black bottom.
There's no
of a
spider nests on them.
Wait a second.
It's all black bottoms.
Wait a second. Yeah, what's so more? You're a fan of black bottom? What is that? What do
No,
you
I
do?
don't want a black bottom.
You don't? What's wrong with black bottom?
No, because then it's all like crusty inside.
Wow.
Wow.
Crusty.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. I touch you, Shem, more than 3
Thank
times.
you.
Don't you worry.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Yo.
Friggin' quiet night in the city last night, huh?
Nothing going on at all.
Traffic was clear.
Yeah, it was chill. Maria yawning like on the show, like
Sorry.
hand up, full yawn, lean back.
Yo, Maria,
I'm tired.
Ready for the weekend, huh?
I'm ready to sleep.
Headband, which tells us that you wanted to do about 60% on your hair today.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
No, he's right.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to have to step back again and just like let you
No, I woke up.
You think I don't know that look?
Okay.
Hey,
I said, well, this is what's happening this morning.
Yeah.
There's a baseball cap. It's just no open. You know.
So are you just going to like, we'll get into all the Taylor Swift stuff because I know you were out there. You and Maury were on location at Rogers Center. And I'm sure Maury's just as tired as you are. But are you
I
just
didn't
said
get to bed.
at all?
No.
Damn. So Maria, you said sleep. Are you just planning on sleeping all weekend then?
Yeah.
Stay away from downtown?
Probably not. But I mean, I'll sleep tonight.
Oh, okay. You still gonna go downtown on the weekend?
Maybe for the atmosphere.
Yo, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah. Maury had his Nana's hat on last night. I saw that.
Oh, thank God for Nana's hat.
Nana made you a hat because it was going to be cold.
And she saw it. Oh, my God.
What?
I ended up in the background on like a news report, and she called and she said, I saw my hat.
Nice.
And I'm like, that's why I wore it.
Yeah.
Honestly, good thing you're wearing a hat. It was freezing down
Are
there.
you kidding me? It was so cold. I wore 3 layers of socks.
I was wearing a leather jacket.
Do you like the hat?
Oh, I love the hat.
Yeah?
Matthew has one too.
Yeah? Does Matthew like the hat?
We love the hat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Does Matthew like the hat?
No, actually, yes.
He does?
Yeah, Nana
Okay.
makes good hats.
Okay.
Follow-up question. Does Matthew wear the hat?
At the cabin when we're alone.
So in isolation.
So
it's warm.
Does Matthew mind you wearing the hat?
Yes. No, he's fine.
He's fine.
I mean, yes, he doesn't mind.
Okay. Does Matthew like you wearing the hat when the two of you are together in public?
He's used to it.
He's used to it.
That's a long list. that's a long list. But yeah, last night was night 1 for Taylor Swift in the city.
Oh my God.
was crazy.
There were police horses that had friendship bracelets on them.
I saw the whole thing.
The horses had bracelets?
Yeah.
Massive bracelets.
Yeah, like around their necks. Poor horses.
So cute.
Right, you think a horse?
Bro.
Well, it's like putting a bow tie on your dog.
Oh, which is perfect.
Don't even get me started on that.
We have bow ties for Andy.
Yeah, Romeo has like 4 different bow ties.
4?
Yeah, he's got a Christmas bow tie, Thanksgiving bow tie.
What makes the
a
Christmas
summer
bow tie different than the Thanksgiving bow tie?
It has like little Christmas stuff on it.
And what does the Thanksgiving one have?
It's just more like fall colors.
Oh, okay.
And then he has the summer bow tie.
Yeah.
And that's like a pink and blue one.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not a bow tie. It's an actual tie. That one.
Maria,
it like hangs low.
Let me ask one question here, Maria, because I have a funny feeling you already know the answer to this.
What?
What color is your dog? Like, is he a summer or is he autumn?
He's more like a fall. He's a fall color.
He's a fall color.
Yeah, he's got like gray and browns.
I knew you knew that. Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Taylor Swift's Eras Tour is taking over Toronto.
I'm just having more fun on this tour than I've ever had on any tour in my life. And the reason for that is that you guys have turned this into something that feels more than just a concert, for me at least. You have all these traditions you've started, you turn it into a full event, and like the way the city of Toronto has embraced us and welcomed us, it's just, we notice all of that. And it's so heartening, it feels so good, it feels so different than any experience I've ever had before. So honestly, thank you to anyone here tonight who like got excited about the idea of the Eras.
Incredible. Rogers Center was just bonkers, like all day, all night. They closed off streets. They closed down the highway.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right? Like literally thousands of people down there before the show even started. I know, Maria, you were down there for quite a bit. Dan Memorial, you were down there for quite a bit. Can you describe from your perspective the atmosphere, what it was like from the time you got there till you left? Because again, you were there day till night.
It was just a sea of glitter, a sea of sequence, and just a sea of happiness. Like so many people were just like thrilled that it was finally time.
Like, were they hysterical or were
No,
they,
it was oddly very calm.
Really, huh?
I actually was quite surprised at how calm everyone was.
Because you would think that this would be like the release, right?
Yeah.
Like
just mass hysteria.
Yeah.
Maria from the Roz and Mocha Show, you were out at the convention center right next door.
Yes, a tailgate.
The tailgate. Describe what was happening there, because there was a bunch of different things, right?
Yeah, it was like a whole convention center filled with Taylor Swift fans being able to make friendship bracelets. There was a silent disco. They had photo booths. They had a makeup bar where you can get your makeup done. They had like free vending machines where you could win prizes and like bunch of vendors. People were just there drinking. There was a bar. There was like a whole stage where they did costume competitions, sing-alongs. It was like insane. It was just things happening everywhere, and it was so much fun to be at.
They also had this thing, which we'll get to in a second, but I'm just excited to tell you guys what it was called.
Okay.
It's called the Friendship Ceremony.
Oh.
Yeah, it was at the Best Friend Chapel.
Describe the scene before we play exactly what happened.
Is it like a wedding?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there was a full chapel with seats and everything, carpet, and you walk down with your friends after you make your friendship bracelets down the hall.
Yeah.
And you come and you exchange your friendship bracelets and you express your vows and get bonded together in a unity with a minister.
Love is in the air here, guys. I'm at the Best Friend Chapel that they have at the tailgate, and two friends are about to express their love for each other by exchanging their best friend vows. Let's get into it.
I'm Becca.
And I'm Tessa. So we're standing at the altar all together. I'm basically crashing this wedding, but it's fine.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sheer Tech's Best Friends Chapel. We're here to honor the strongest bond there is, the unbreakable friendship between
Becca
and
Tessa.
Today, these two aren't just here to renew their friendship vows. They're here to remind the world that some things, like their bond, are truly unbreakable.
Amen.
Amen. Are you both ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Do you promise to text back within 5?
They're holding hands. I can't.
Yes, I do.
Share all memes unselfishly.
Yes.
And always be honest about each other's outfit choices.
Always.
And do you promise to save the last little bit of whatever food is on your plate for your friend.
Absolutely, especially if it's a glizzy.
Damn.
Tell them when their crush or their secret crush is around the corner.
Most definitely.
And remind them how amazing they are. Strong through all the ups and downs, and of course, the inevitable wardrobe malfunction.
I will every day for the rest of my life.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you best friends forever.
Wow. I'm kind of jealous, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of calling one of my friends and be like, yo, I got a great idea.
Yeah. So good. So that was the convention center. Then immediately following the Eras Tour outside of Rogers Center, mass hysteria, Dammit Maury capturing everything from everyone.
You're leaving the Eras Tour show, and it looks like you're about to get emotional.
Yes. So basically, when it started, I'm bawling my eyes out trying to sing along. I'm like, oh, just like singing along. And then she comes out, and also I have no voice yet. But she comes out, and I'm like bawling my eyes out. My mom's looking at me like, Michaela, seriously. Like,
Yeah, seriously, Michaela, get a hold of yourself.
It's literally Taylor Swift.
Okay.
And I'm freaking out. And the whole show was just like so amazing. And the surprise songs were 2 mashups. It was My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys and This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things.
What are you going to do to make sure you never forget this moment?
I'm literally going to watch the videos every day, and I'm never going to shower, so I'm always like Taylor Swift.
No, Michaela, chill.
Okay, you're leaving the venue. You're leaving the Rogers Center right now. Yeah. The Eras Tour, how was that?
It was amazing.
Amazing.
It was life-changing.
So good.
Yeah.
Like, the best thing I think we've ever seen ever.
I've never felt better in my whole life.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was amazing. It absolutely lives up to the hype. I loved being here with my mom and my sisters. It was a great moment for us. We've been waiting for 2 years, so it was amazing.
Nothing compares to it. Like, I've seen Taylor twice before, and this show was on another level than the other 2 shows I saw. Both of those were amazing. I cried during those too. But this one was like an out-of-body experience.
We had so much fun, and we actually came from the U.S., from right outside Washington, D.C. to see the show tonight, and had the time of our lives.
Tell me about the vibe in there.
Oh my gosh. We were saying it was so positive. Everyone's so happy. It's sort of like you forget about what's going on in the rest of the world and just embrace Taylor and all that she is.
Oh my God, you're shaking.
I'm in shock. That was crazy. That's literally a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Oh my God.
What stood out for you? What were some of the moments?
Oh my God, the whole rap era was fantastic. We got False God as our little surprise song. Honestly, all of it was crazy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Reading the story of all these Taylor Swift ticket scams.
It's bad.
So there's one scam that targeted hundreds of people, and the total that these people paid this one ticket scam was $300,000.
What? $300,000?
100 people. 100 people paid these guys $300,000 for tickets. There's an Ottawa family that spent more than $22,000 on tickets for their family that weren't real, for their 15-year-old daughter and her friends to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's crazy.
Maria, who was the kid or the person that you met last week that told you their story of getting scammed? What happened?
My heart broke. We were outside the Rogers Center and just, talking to people. And this girl comes up to me and she's like, can I give you a bracelet? And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, we just started chatting and I was like, where are you from? And I can't remember exactly where she was from, but she told me she traveled 19 hours. And she was like, I got scammed. I can't go to the concert. And I said, what do you mean you can't go to the concert? And she goes, I bought tickets off of someone off Twitter who told me they were going to send them to me 48 hours before. So we spent $4,000 in tickets, and we never got the tickets until we got here, and she won't send them. Wow. And then the lady said that they didn't have the tickets anymore or something. So there was just a whole bunch of lies on Twitter.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's
or X, I should say. Yeah.
Another family that I was reading about got scammed, and I guess somebody saw their story, and so they wound up getting tickets. So that has happened in the past too. I don't know. I was on just checking out. I was on StubHub Saturday night, just looking at prices. Right
Sure.
as the show was starting, I wanted to see what the drop was like because it was like $730, all this other stuff. There were still tickets on there for $17,000 for one ticket.
Bruh.
For one ticket, there was still.
Well, they were still dropping codes on the weekend.
Yeah.
Were they really?
Yeah. I have a friend who got a code and bought tickets.
Yeah.
If you went to Saturday night, you would have been in the same room as Mariska Hargitay.
Yeah, Mariska Hargitay from SVU was in town. JJ, who was the kid who got the Taylor Swift 22 hat on, was it Thursday night? It was the first show, right?
Night one, yeah.
I read that they got their tickets right before the show, too.
Probably.
That's what I heard.
For how much, though?
I don't know. So I guess everybody knows, but Taylor gives the 22 hat to like one fan during the show.
Yeah.
And it went viral because they actually had like this fairly in-depth conversation, and everybody was like, what did they say? And then they pinky swore on something. And everybody's
So
like,
what?
And everybody's
To like never tell anyone what they said?
Thank you. I was like, what did they even talk about? Dammit Maury catching up with, is it 12-year-old? Is that a 11-year-old JJ?
What was that moment like for you? How did that feel? I mean, she gave you the hat. You were the star of that moment. Talk to me about how that felt.
Like, when she walked on stage, I couldn't even believe she was real. I was feeling nervous, but I was also really excited. I don't know. It just felt like crazy.
What does Taylor Swift mean to you?
Everything. Like, when I was younger, I did a Eras tour in my basement, and, like, I've listened to her music for such a long time, so it's crazy to have that.
And what did they say to each other?
All the fans want to know, because you've been going viral, all of the fans want to know, what did you say to Taylor Swift?
She asked me if I was liking the show, and I was like, obviously I'm liking the show. And then I was like, it's the best night of my life.
Duh.
And then she hugged me again. And I told her my hockey number was 22, so it was like a crazy coincidence that I was getting the 22 hat. And then we pinky swore to be best friends for life.
Read to me what she wrote in your hat.
Toronto Eras Tour 2024, love Taylor.
That's cute. That's really
Best
cute.
friends for life.
Best friends, pinky swore.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Taylor Swift got 3 more nights at Rogers Center, and the resale, we already know, is bananas for these shows. More so now that these are the last 3 before she dips. Cheapest ticket listed right now on StubHub is the Corona rooftop patio with standing room only. Limited viewing, and is selling for just over $2,000. The most expensive seat, located on the floor with a clear view of the stage, is going for $22,500.
So the Corona thing is above the stage because the stage is right below that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of like behind her.
There's actually been a lot of people who bought tickets and didn't realize that the seats were behind the stage.
Yeah.
So they could barely even see her. Like, they're in there, but you just see the back of the stage.
And at that point, you're just looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Right? To watch the show.
I don't know why they would even sell those tickets.
Because you can, I guess, drink and listen.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
The cheapest seat for show number 4 is...
That's tonight.
$1,900. And that, again, is with a limited or obstructed view.
That's 4,000?
Uh-huh. 1,900.
Oh.
The most expensive seat, these are floor seats. The most expensive seats found are going for $33,000.
Who is buying that? That's wild. Do you think someone would actually buy that?
Yep. I think so,
Like
Maria.
33,000, you think someone would drop that much money?
If they know, like, because when else, after this round of shows, when is Taylor Swift coming back to Canada? Like, she's got those shows in Vancouver, right? But after this tour wraps, like, she's already broken enough records. When this tour wraps, Taylor Swift isn't going on tour again for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe more, right?
Because $33,000?
I know, because this tour
maybe
is
her
going to
last tour because she's going to want kids.
Yeah, but singers have done tours with kids.
Beyonce, all of them.
Yeah, Adele.
Yeah, but she's
I mean, like, taking time off, too.
yeah. I think after this, because it was so monumental, and this was not a regular tour, right? Like this has been going on for years. Because she doesn't do, like Taylor Swift is not the person who does 5 nights a week and travels like crazy. Like she'll do 3 shows and take 5 days off and then take a month off and then book 6 more shows.
Because she can.
Right? Like it's a different touring schedule, and this has been going on for a really long time. I cannot see Taylor Swift doing another tour I say she doesn't hit the road. What are we going into, 2025?
Yeah.
I don't think we see Taylor Swift on the road until late 2027, 2028.
Yeah, I think so. And even still, I don't think it's going to be... It'll still be a big show. It'll still be monumental, but it's not going to do what this tour did. Unless she releases another crazy monster of an album.
Yeah.
Well, she'll have to do a tour. Like, I don't think she'll do another Eras tour. I said it right.
I mean, she's still going to play all her old stuff. She just won't call it an Eras tour.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
but the most expensive seat right now.
What is it?
Floor seats, $33,000 to see Taylor Swift.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The 111th Grey Cup is Sunday night, 6 o'clock Eastern, BC Place in Vancouver. Argos, Blue Bombers. This is like the 4th straight Grey Cup for the Blue Bombers. And what we've done in the past, anytime a Grey Cup has happened, is we've had like super fans of each team on the phone to chat and also to battle it out with each other. So we welcome back to the show. We've talked to this guy like enough time. Probably, I think this might be our 5th time talking to you. Dave Patrician, you are a Blue Bombers fan. You've had your season's ticket since 1984. And you are the regional training manager for one of our favorite places in the entire world, Mary Brown's Chicken.
There we go.
I am the man.
There you go. Morning, Dave.
Good morning.
All right.
Welcome back, buddy. Rory, is it Lochnan?
Lochnan.
How you doing, man? Rory is the Argos fan. You've been going to games since the mid-'90s, and you were pumped for Sunday, right?
Oh, yeah. Another championship coming to Toronto. Let's go.
All right, guys. So what are we thinking here? Right off the top, we were saying, the Blue Bombers have made it into the Grey Cup. The past 4 Grey Cups. The last 2 lost, unfortunately, for Dave, superfan.
Oh.
What are you thinking for Sunday? We'll start with you, Dave.
Well, this is the Winnipeg Blue Bombers this year have been an absolute dominant team. They had a little bit of a break with that 0-4 start. And of course we're going to get pointed out by my colleague over there that the Toronto Argonauts have owned us twice this season in terms of beating us in games, not only in Toronto but in Winnipeg. But this is a squad. This is that's ready. This is the 5th Grey Cup, like you guys have pointed out. That we're going to be in there, and there's going to be no mistakes this time. They're going to avenge the loss 2 years ago in the Grey Cup Toronto. They're going to avenge the 2 regular season losses, and they're going to avenge the Winnipeg Jets being beaten by the Toronto Maple Leafs a couple of weeks ago in Winnipeg. So it's a big revenge night on Sunday.
Yeah, Rory, I was going to ask, Toronto, whether it be the Argos or the Leafs, just somehow managed to find a way to ruin the things that are perfect for Winnipeg fans, including their record for hockey. What are your thoughts going into Grey Cup, Rory?
Well, Toronto's played the Winnipeg Blue Ballers for, many, many years now. And Winnipeg, or Loser Peg, hasn't beat the Argos in a Grey Cup in the last 8 matches. So that's 8 championships for the Argos right there out of their 18, which leads the league. So, yeah, just another one. We're going for 19. Let's go.
Dave, what would you like to say in response to that?
Well, you know what? Of course, the Toronto Argonauts have been in business, 200 years? So there's going to be a lot more championships in there. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers have only been around since 1930, and this will be their 13th championship.
Yeah, I don't think you can say when something's been around since 1930 that they're new. You know what I mean? I think there's a statute on that.
Hey, Rory, the Argos fan, do you have like a tradition when it comes to Grey Cup? What are you going to be doing on Sunday?
We'll be having a big party. We got all the guys together. We'll a couple of fine drinks and lots of food and lots of fun and laughs.
for sure.
Hey, as a fan, we just leave the Grey Cup on the side here. As a fan, Dave, I want to know your thoughts when you see a Jets home game against the Leafs and it literally looks like a home game for the Leafs.
Yeah, it's so disappointing. I mean, Leafs fans, I don't know what it is. It's a generational thing. Just because your great grandfather and your grandfather cheered for the Toronto Maple Leafs doesn't mean you have to. Hey, you know what? I spent a couple of years. I've been to Leaf games in Maple Leaf Gardens and at the new Scotiabank Center or Haircut. I don't even know. And you know, hey, it's a team that has that legacy and a lot of stuff behind it. But listen, things got to come to an end at some point. We got to start cheering for our own. It makes me mad.
Rory, if there's one final thing you want to say to all Winnipeg Blue Bombers fans going into Sunday's Grey Cup match, what would that be?
Enjoy the show because we're going to put it on, and the Argos have taken it all the way to the end zone many, many times. And we're just going to have a great time in Vancouver. Once again, Argos go to the Grey Cup. They win. That's how we do it.
Dave?
We got the top Canadian in the league, Brady Oliveira. We're 10.5-point favorites. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are going to get it done.
Put down the Manitoba moonshine, buddy. That's washer fluid. We're taking it all over. It's all ours. Loser pegs going down.
Amazing. Dave, Patricia, and Rory, thank you so much for joining us on the Roz Mocha Show. 111th Grey Cup going down Sunday night, 6 o'clock Eastern in Vancouver. Before we let you go, we're going to find out how much you guys love your team. So, Dave, give us the Blue Bombers cheer real quick, as loud as you can.
Here we go, Bombers. Here we go. Here we go, Bombers. Here we go. Argos.
You guys are the best. Have a great time on Sunday.
Get that guy some Pepto-Bismol because all I'm hearing is verbal diarrhea out of his mouth.
Oh, damn.
Let's go, Argos.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hot Frosty is the movie on Netflix that everyone's talking about these days. You can stream it right now.
I was just reading like some big heady piece from the director of Hot Frosty. Yeah, because like it's these kinds of movies now that like Netflix is competing with Hallmark, like people are looking at these movies differently, right? Like they're actually looking at the sort of unironic aspects of extreme irony kind of thing. Like people are like, there's like some really heady things being written about Hot Frosty.
Dustin Mulligan plays Jack Snowman. And then Lacey Chabert plays Cassie.
She was from Party of Five.
And Mean Girls.
Yes.
She tried to start Fetch.
That's right. Yes.
It's not going to happen. So the description of the movie reads this. When widow Kathy magically brings a snowman to life, his innocence helps heal her heart.
Yeah, that's a terrible description.
That's what it says right here.
It's a woman who lost her husband and she's walking through town and she takes a scarf that was given to her and it's a magic scarf. And she walks up to a snowman and she wraps it around the snowman in like a moment of like solace, just like seeking something. And then the snowman comes to life and he's hot as hell and never wears a shirt and it's wintertime.
Right. So it's guns out.
Thank you.
All winter.
And he's ripped. You forgot that.
Oh, yeah.
Dammit Maury talking to Jack Snowman, Dustin Mulligan. Hot Snowman?
Whoa.
Hot Frosty. The name of the movie.
Isn't Hot Frosty something that I read on Urban Dictionary years ago?
Probably.
Isn't that a thing?
Is this your new nickname, or is your family, friends, and everyone now calling you Hot Frosty? Is this a life thing now?
I'm so glad you brought that up. God, I hope not. But no, there have been some people who have started throwing out Hot Frosty, and then because of some very unfortunate typos in text, also Hot Forsty. So I'm getting the spectrum of nicknames from it. But you know what? Honestly, if people are even calling me any name whatsoever, then I feel like that's a win because I am a huge friendless loser.
So this guy, you would have to assume, so he had never been alive before until this magical scarf. So he literally knows nothing. But apparently, actually, I don't want to say it because it may be a spoiler alert in the movie if you haven't seen it. So I'm not going to say it. I'll just continue with Dammit Maury's interview with Dustin Mulligan from Hot Frosty, which is on Netflix right now.
When Frosty turns in from snow to human, he has to learn to be human. But how did he learn to kiss so damn fast?
Well, one of the fun things about this character is that he really, as you pointed out, he learns so quickly. We have to assume too. He talks about watching TV. He's watching a lot of TV, sort of when we're not seeing him. As especially like the couple of weeks past that he's in Hope Springs. I really do think it's just one of those things. He just, he picks it up pretty quick. He's a very fast learner. It was so cool to get to play someone where he doesn't just sort of stay, brand new throughout the entirety of the movie. Like he changes very, very quickly. And among many things, yes, learns to kiss, learns to love very quickly.
Listen, when you're an actor, you got to take your role serious. You got to take your role serious. Yeah. You got to take the movie serious. You got to take the storyline serious. This is Dan Maury talking to Dustin Mulligan from Hot Frosty, which is on Netflix right now.
Halloween time, it's always Hot Santa. Hot Santa was the thing for many years. Are you thinking that now Hot Frosty is going to be the new go-to costume?
I mean, I guess it's a pretty easy costume. You just need a long scarf. And that's about it.
Very economical costume.
Yeah, and some well-placed tape. And that's about it. Who knows? Who knows what could be?
Is that going to be your Halloween costume next year, Maury?
Yeah, I'm almost ready for it.
You could be the nose.
Oh, damn.
Just stick you right in there. You know what I mean?
What she said. What was you had your hand up there for a second,
No, I'm
Maria.
just going to advise, don't Google Hot Frosty Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Shem and I just did that.
No.
Don't do it.
No.
On a work computer?
Yeah.
Damn, guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Josh, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, Mocha and Roz, how's it going?
Good, buddy. Okay, Josh texted this. I'm never taking Roz's advice again. I got completely roasted last night. What happened?
Oh, brother. So I listen to you guys all the time. New podcasts, old podcasts. I don't know if this was on a retro podcast or something from episode 21 or something. But Roz had said now that it's getting to the colder weather, to take your razor or your trimmer and take your leg hair down to absolutely zero.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels great.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel that different. But the moment I had walked out of the bathroom, my wife took a look at me and immediately bit her bottom lip in disgust. I just got from the office. She's like, "Oh my! I married a woman." I said, "No, that's not what it is. Apparently, it's supposed to feel great." Well, here we are the next day, and I'm wearing my pants. It doesn't feel that different, and now my wife thinks I'm gross.
My man. Yeah, that's so funny, dude.
I'm still a huge believer in that. It's the same thing with your arms too. If you trim down if you trim down all your arm hair, and then you put like a long sleeve light shirt on over top, your arms feel so
Hey, Josh,
good.
Maybe that's a mistake you made. You only shaved your legs. You only trimmed your leg hair and not your arm hair. Like it didn't look even.
Are you a hairy guy?
My legs, yes. The rest of my body, not terribly hairy. I mean, I don't have hair on my back like Maury, but
yeah,
I don't anymore.
When you went to shave, like trim up your legs, did you trim up everywhere else just to like even it out?
Well, I started on the top of my thigh because I thought that kind of looked a little unruly, and then I looked at my leg and I'm like, well, now it looks like I'm wearing
hair socks,
shorts.
Yeah,
right at mid-thigh. So I'm like, okay, well, might as well do the rest of my leg. And so I went down to my knee and then all the way down to the ankle. I'm like, oh, okay. This doesn't look that bad. But, yeah, my wife thinks otherwise.
And how was it doing the back of your legs?
The back of my calf was reasonably okay, but trying to get the back of my thigh, I nearly broke my back in the bathroom.
Tough. It's
Damn,
tough.
man.
That's man's work.
What did you do? Were you in front of the mirror, like just in the bathroom, or were you like in the tub, in the shower?
No, I was standing in the tub. I'm not trying to have all that all over the
Why
floor.
can't you walk out and if your wife gives you that look like she's disgusted, why can't you say, babes, listen, this makes me feel sexy? Why can't you say that?
Maybe because I wasn't trying to do it to look sexy. I was trying to do it to make my legs feel nice in some tight pants the next day.
Hey, Josh, really quick, let me just pause for 1 second because your wife thinks you're gross. I think Maria might think you're gross too because you have this look on your face right now, Maria. What's going through your mind hearing Josh's story?
Yeah, don't shave your legs ever again.
It's not shaving. It's trimming down.
Basically shaving your legs. Your
What
legs
business
should
is it
not
of
be
yours?
more
What business
shaved
is
than
it of
mine.
yours? What business is it of yours?
I'm just saying, if my boyfriend came out after shaving his legs, I'd be like, go back in there and put it back on
What
your
if your
legs.
boyfriend said don't shave anything?
I'd say you're gross. I'm going
okay,
to.
there you go. Okay. So you mind your business, right? With your lady hair.
Listen, I'm with Joshua's wife on this. I'm
let
sorry.
us men take care of our men hair.
The only men who should be shaving their legs are athletes because it's aerodynamic. That is it.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
TikTok fact.
Here we go.
Yo, Josh, sorry you're gross, bro.
Here we go.
Oh, okay. Well,
Before we let you go, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Yeah.
I've been back and forth a lot over the years.
Yeah.
Roz.
Wow. Don't tell your wife we talked, okay?
Dude! Why would you say Roz? He made you gross.
I didn't make you gross.
He made me gross, but he has a lot of other good advice in other areas. But yeah, not taking hygiene advices from Roz anymore. Like, I'm gonna wash my hair more often than him. That's for sure.
Okay, shut up. First of all, I still stand by this advice. I still stand by. Take your razor, put it on the lowest setting, get rid of that leg hair at least once in your life. Put a pair of loose pants on. You are going to feel dynamite for the first 24 hours. It is like you got brand new legs. You're like Forrest Gump.
Just don't do it if you're single.
Brand new legs. Brand new legs.
Love you, Josh.
Love you guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? Got another. Hey, remember that yellow banana that was at the Art Basel exhibit in Miami, where it was somebody duct taped a yellow banana to the wall?
Oh, so stupid, yeah.
So, and it was done by the piece itself is called Comedian by Maurizio Catalan.
Hilarious.
And this was back in 2019, and everybody's freaking out because they're like, well, that's not art. So I guess that piece is going up for sale. They expect to get at Sotheby's between $1 million and $1.5 million.
It can't be the same banana.
It's not the same banana.
The banana would be mush by now.
Was it a real banana?
It was a real banana. So
Was the duct tape even real?
So the banana is long gone. So Sotheby's says that the banana was always meant to be replaced regularly.
Like, what's your banana budget for this?
So it's not even the banana.
Like every week you got to put up a next piece of banana?
I guess.
So what are they auctioning off? A banana?
The banana with the duct tape, and I guess like the piece of the wall.
Hold on, which banana though? Like the banana of the
It'll
week?
be a brand new banana.
And then as a buyer,
Yes.
am I then responsible for swapping out the banana once a week?
Yes.
With the new duct tape? So now
Yes.
I need a banana and duct tape budget?
So you're buying a piece of drywall.
I imagine that the tape itself is probably done in a way where the tape stays, and then maybe you could just slide the banana in and out.
Like,
right?
With that same motion that you're doing with your hand?
Yeah. Yeah. I would imagine that's how.
Like you've done it before.
That's how it works.
Yo.
But you know what I mean, right? But I imagine, yes, between 1 million and 1.5 million, it would still be up to you to replace the banana.
No.
You're not going to.
No.
So you would just let it rot.
I'm not making that purchase. That
No,
seems irresponsible.
It does.
Financially irresponsible.
The whole thing seems wildly irresponsible. But also, I understand like paying for art. I get that. It's a commodity, right? You hold on to it, appreciates
But who
in value.
decided that was a
everything.
piece of art?
Art is
Well,
what you make of it.
nobody decides the
Like it was a
world
banana tape
to a wall.
using duct tape.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that kind of art. I'm not a fan of somebody dumping over a bucket of sand and going, voila. And everybody in the room goes, oh my God, you're so brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of that, right? But it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't have a monetary value and that people won't pay for it. Somebody is going to spend $1 million on that banana and duct tape. And the week after they get it, they're going to have to go to the grocery store and buy a brand new banana.
No, you go to the dollar store, buy a plastic banana, and then you're done.
But then it's not,
And it's not the art.
It's not the art.
Yeah,
the
it's gotta
art
be
is
a real
meant-
banana.
So is the art the action of changing the banana?
That's what they said, that it was always meant to be replaced regularly.
How do I get into the art world? I just came up with a
You can do
brilliant
anything.
idea.
You already are in the art world.
Like,
the art world is all around us.
I'm not even going to tell you guys what the idea is because someone out there is going to take my idea and make millions. But I just came up with an idea.
Then tell us right now. Anyway.
I'm not telling you
if
the
it was-
idea.
If you came up with a brilliant idea this fast, you'll come up with another one.
No.
So
because
just what's
this
the
one
idea?
will make me some money.
What's the
Because if
idea?
anything could be art.
Okay, yes. What's the idea?
Okay.
Yeah.
An apple
Yes.
and a piece of Velcro.
Right.
And that gets stuck onto a wall.
Okay.
But now you're just ripping off this guy.
Yeah, now you're doing what you don't want people to do to you.
Yeah.
And it's a take.
Yes. On.
The state of the world.
Oh, in what way?
Actually, it'll be a bunch of apples, not
Okay.
just one apple.
Right.
And it'll be a take on the state of the world,
What are you trying to say with it, though?
about the destruction, but also
Of destruction of?
the world
With?
done by us,
Right.
but also the beautifulness
But
that
also-
exists out there.
Right.
And my art piece is called
Yeah.
How You Like Them Apples.
Right.
That's very appealing.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if that one's
Guys, why are you hating on my art?
I don't know if that's it because I
It's
also
been done.
I also
It's
believe
terrible.
I also believe Velcro is a petroleum product. So maybe don't use that.
Why? That's all part of the whole thing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, destruction of the
Okay.
world.
Oh, okay, I got you. And then
Right.
what? The apples just sit on the wall and rot.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then you got to swap them out.
Right. Who swaps them out?
Whoever buys them.
Oh, interesting.
I guess I got to come up with an apple budget now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, remember that banana? The banana taped to the wall.
Yeah.
So it was the
art piece?
The art piece. So this came out in 2019, and the piece is called "Comedian" by Italian artist Maurizio Catalan, and it was a banana duct taped to a wall at the big Art Basel Gallery show in Miami, and everybody lost their minds over it. There was a point of where they had to take it off the wall because there was just too many people. And it was like, it's a statement piece, it's everything else. So the story was that this thing was going up for auction and somebody was probably going to bid between $1 million and $1.5 million for this.
Yeah.
And the question then became, do you get the original banana? Because it would be disintegrated by now. And what about the duct tape?
Long gone.
And then the story was that the piece was always meant to have an interchangeable banana. So they would always be able to put a new banana in there. So it went up for auction. And what you actually get is that it's more of an NFT than a piece of art. So the person who won the auction, okay, they don't get the banana, they don't get the duct tape, and they don't get a piece of the wall that it was originally on. What they get is a certificate of authenticity that gives them the authority to duct tape a banana to a wall and call it Comedian, which was the name of the original piece. And the person who won the auction yesterday paid not $1.5 million.
Oh.
$6.2 million.
So embarrassing.
For a certificate?
For a
For a
certificate
piece of paper that says I'm allowed to duct tape a banana to the wall?
and call it the original piece of art.
But I could do that right now for free.
No, but you can't because
Watch me.
you can, sure, but you don't have the authority to say this is the original piece of art.
So,
But it could be Comedian too.
wait, so say in the case that someone else wanted to recreate this, because this person has the certificate, could they
Yeah.
technically sue?
No,
Because it's like property?
no.
No?
No.
Okay. I was curious.
Did they know going into this auction? That
Yes,
they
that's what was for sale, was the certificate of authenticity that says you, as the owner, can duct tape a banana to a wall and call it this, and it is yours, and that is what you are. You now are the rightful owner of the person who can duct tape a banana to a wall and call it Comedian.
I mean, he could have at least given a roll of duct tape autographed with the certificate.
No, nothing. Nothing. You got the
Not even like a
certificate.
picture or
You got-
drawn?
You got the certificate. That's what he bid on.
That's bad.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.